going on, Jerome's Raw, Real, Audio Rant? Again, if there's a name for this, that would be delightful. But Minnesota Vikings defense. Now, I love me some Brian Flores. I think that he's a true leader of men. I think that his players love him, despite what Tua said. And I think that first off, he's a player's coach. How many DCs are going bowling with their defensive players on a regular basis? That's what Flo does. He sucks at bowling, but it's just like you want your defensive coordinator to be bad at bowling, just like you want your lawyer to be bad at golf. That's what it comes down to, man. But Flo, he's a player's coach. He's demanding, and I think that he's learned a lot from his Dolphins years, his year with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, and of course here in the great state of Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell. Now, he did finally get a couple of interviews for head coaching gigs, but it didn't come up for him this time. Right. And, it's a complicated situation, but we're more than happy to have him for year 3 because this Vikings defense has pulled a complete 180. Now, 2022, first year of Kevin O'Connell, Donashell, just the defense was not good. Now, part of it was the remnants of the Zimmer years. That defense is not good at the tail end of the Zimmer regime, as well as the 2022 draft with input from Ed Donashell, Lewis Cine first round, Andrew Booth Jr. second round, Brian Osama. It didn't pan out. Just wasn't good, man. Yeah. And also the fact that Flores came in. So the Vikings were 28th in points allowed in 2022, 31st in yards. In 2023, first year of Flores, with largely the same personnel group, they were 13th in points, so improved 15 spots. Last year, they made a leap. 2024, they were 5th in the league in points allowed, which is, looking at something random on my desk, which is good. Also, the Vikings led the league in blitz percentage, 38.9% of snaps. They're 4th in the league in sacks with 49. They were first in turnovers, tied for first in turnovers with 33. So this is a ball hawking, rump shaking, a love making. I don't know. What was Springsteen saying? I don't know. Basically trying to pull a Vike Flair there, but it was a good defense. Rump shaking, love making now. But I think that this defense is going to be even better. Right, and for a couple of key reasons. Number one, Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. All right, so the Vikings had a couple of needs. Now, as I've said before, I love and respect what Tillery and Jonathan Bullard did. They're very good against the run, but the Vikings need a pass rush. Right, so bring in Jonathan Allen, bring in Javon Hargrave. I'm going to play some 3-tech, 4-tech, 5-tech, going to get after things. I think that's very smart. Jonathan Allen, 42 career sacks. Hargrave, just a pressure machine, 11% career pressure rate, 45.5 career sacks, and they're just going to get after things. Right, as well as they brought back Jalen Redmond, who was good whenever he got onto the field. Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins in the 5th round is a physical freak that can help out in a platoon-type role. Levi Drake Rodriguez in year 2, I think, could be a little something along the D-line. And that's going to be the turning point. Because the Vikings, they're 4th in the league in sacks. They were up there in pressures, but they had to blitz basically on all the money downs. And when you do that, if you get a competent quarterback who can pick up the blitz or react to the blitz, you don't have numbers on the backside, and your corners are exposed, and basically it's just a bad day all the way around, right? But now, if the Vikings can consistently get a pass rush with 4, that makes life so much easier. It does, especially think about like the NASCAR package, nickel, third and 7, 3rd and long. So you got Allen and Hargrave, 2 down defensive linemen. You got Van Ginkel, Grenard, Diamond Dallas Turner in that mix, and you got 5 pass rushers, meat-eating son of a bees, but 4 of them are coming. You don't know which 4, and now you got to make a decision. And the Vikings are dropping 7. You know that the Vikings are getting pressure with those 4, and now you're just lost. You're just lost in the soup, man. It's going to be an absolute thing of beauty because Andrew Van Ginkel, Jonathan Grenard. Van Ginkel was second-team All-Pro. Grenard got snubbed. Both starting outside linebackers for the NFC in the Pro Bowl. 23.5 sacks combined between the two. AVG had 50 pressures. Jonathan Grenard, 84 pressures, which was second in the NFL. Completely getting after things. And yes, the much maligned Diamond Dallas Turner, guess what? He's only going to be 22 this year. and he still got 3 sacks last year, playing only 28% of the snaps. And his role is going to increase this year since the Vikings have to replace the snaps of Patrick Jones second, as well as Hadi Ward. So Turner's going to be in that mix a lot more, and I can't wait to see what he does in year 2. Also, yeah, it's not just the D linemen / edge rushers who can bring that heat. Yeah, Pace Jr. and Cashman combined for 7.5 sacks, which is very good for off-ball linebackers, as well as Cashman had 31 pressures, a third most in the NFL for off-ball linebackers, plus he missed a couple of games. It's important to note. And then Metellus, who basically is an extra linebacker down in the box, 19 pressures, led all safeties in the NFL. Harrison Smith is taking more of a box role as he gets up there in age. And guess what? This is going to be the number 1 pass rushing defense in the National Football League. They're absolutely going to get after things. And pass rush, especially pass rush before, is the great equalizer. I mean, you saw that in the Super Bowl with the Eagles. They harassed Patrick Mahomes all freaking day. The Chiefs' offense was never able to get ahead of the sticks, never able to get firm footing. And the Eagles' defense blitzed once. And that's amazing coming from a guy like Vic Fangio, who is very blitz happy. Now, I think Flores will take note because, yes, he's always going to want to blitz. But adjusting to your personnel is a hallmark of a great coach, and Brian Flores is a great coach. And just like Fangio did, basically not blitzing, dropping 7, daring Mahomes to beat them, that's what Flores can do when you have this luxury, this absolute luxury of getting pressure with 4. So some downs, Allen, Hargrave, AVG, Turner, Allen, Hargrave, AVG, Grenard, just platoon after platoon, Redmond, LDR, TID, the law firm, just getting after things. And when they do blitz, bringing in Cash, bringing in Pace, bringing in Metellus, baby, we got a stew going. And I'll put it on the table right now. Vikings are going to be top 3 in the NFL in pressures, sacks, turnovers, and points allowed in 2025, and they might not even be 3. Because everything is coming together right now over me, where they have one of the best, if not the best, front sevens in the league. They are deep, they are playable, and that prodigious pass rush is going to make everything easier on the back end of that secondary. And I still believe in that cornerback room a lot more than other people do. Right? And the NFL record for sacks in the season is 72 by the 85 Bears. The 89 Vikings are actually number 2 with 71. What's up, Keith Millard? And last year, the Broncos led the league in sacks with 63. I think the Vikings will lead the league in sacks. I think the Vikings will flirt with the NFL record 72. Now, yes, they do have the benefit of an extra game, but we did not make the rules. Doesn't matter. Just the pass rush is going to be biblical. Like I'm talking about plague, I'm talking about locusts, I'm talking about rivers running dry or running with blood. This is what this defense is going to be. It is going to be biblical. And I can't wait. Can't wait, man. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings pass rush is going to be the best in the National Football League. Damn straight. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.